Hi, everyone. We're sort of here. About half of us, anyways. So welcome back to the Chaos Table and a night of Starfinder, change in narrative. So we'll begin tonight by introducing the players that are here. And if they have a sub player that's playing alongside them. So I am just going to go ahead and pick on the person that's in the room with me. So go ahead, Einar, introduce yourself and your character.
No.
Yes.
No.
One of my two crutches will reach over there and say yes. Because if the first one doesn't reach, the second one will.
It's getting violent.
Yeah, I know.
He's throwing weapon, he can throw it hard enough.
Yeah.
But
I will.
Yep, I'm Einar. Yeah, you'll see me on the Chaos Table with just about everything because I'm the one that has to run the tech. Yeah. You'll also catch me on my own channel building gunpla models, plastic models, and whatnot. Occasionally playing a video game, and also here on the Chaos Table. Other than playing games, running the Rifts game. Kind of scattered today. And as far as the character I play Mac. Mac Trucks, who is the Dragonkin Vanguard. Aspirations of being a starship captain one day. And pretty much, he is not the meat shield, he is the meat wall. And yeah, that's pretty much the basics of it. And I don't have a sub character right now because I'm busy running everything else.
Yeah, we're taking it easy on him. We have him running everything else in the background. So Basha, your turn.
All right, I am Paizo or Frank. I also appear in almost all the other Chaos Table stuff, except for the Every Other Night Friday. But that's up to this Friday. I also run on Sundays, every other Sunday episode of I Know Other Stuff. Risk Game, a Pathfinder game. You might, once in a blue moon, catch me over on my own channel playing various games. But tonight I will be playing the lovely Irenia, a female/male Patra, doctor-esque type person. And she is excited because she has some biological samples of various things to pick up to study that she picked up on the last planet. I am also running Shyla Evie, a constructed mercenary that we picked up also on the last planet when Ren took control and seduced her somehow in the middle of combat. She is a gun-toting maniac who just recently got some power armor and is dying to test it out. Not much else to say about her.
In that case, that just leaves it to me. I am Merlin. I am playing Tenley Steon, our resident android. He has received some upgrades of equipment, not really to himself. But he now has a lot more capabilities. He has kind of just all the same spells, basically. When it comes to things that he is capable of, he is just more capable now than he was previously. And he also comes now paired with his brand new daughter, fresh out of the test tube, Florina Steon, who is effectively a healer. And by effectively, I also mean very literally. Um, she is basically the class the class healer. Wow, hi, welcome class. She's basically the healer of the group in a very, very active way, as she has healing spells, she has a weapon that can heal, and she also is carrying around a bunch of healing serums because it's just she's there to support everybody, make sure everybody stays up and alive. But that's it for me for now.
And I'll be nice and show Mac as well. Since I was a little slow on the draw. See what I mean by ants in the drawers? Sit still. And Mac is also the one who carries around the critter pouch. So when
Would the cat
Chip
find
or
that run out of food?
Avocado or Jibber and Jabber and whoever else is not running around, they're hiding in a pouch that he carries around for them.
Yeah, I sure might call them Jibber and Jabber, but their real names are actually Cheese and Salsa to go along with Chip.
Yeah, that's become their nicknames.
It's not their nicknames, that's their real names.
Yeah, the nickname is emergency food.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be emergency food for what, Chip?
That's why we're keeping them around so they can, get bigger.
We'll try to move them up.
Yeah.
Okay. So, where we left off, they had returned to Avalon Station, and they basically were in the process of restocking, refueling, and everything. And in the midst of all that, they were also resupplying themselves now that they have got the lucrative spores. Really, dude? You using my laptop as a chin rest? Um, but they had gotten their lucrative spores from their previous job, so they were able to go spend that money on some serious upgrades for themselves in the way of armor and weapons and various other goods that they all wanted or might have seen while they were shopping. So, yep, they were able to do that. And they're also planning some specific upgrades for the ship. So, yes.
Yeah,
They were also working on getting some materials and stuff to start that.
speaking of the ship, do we know yet if we're going to be getting a different ship eventually, or if we're just beginning this ship?
Um, Something interesting will be happening with the ship, yes. So, you'll be having some changes being made, yes.
Next, I'm considering spending 5 million on completely upgrading to a state-of-the-art science lab. Everything
Okay.
I don't already have, getting.
Okay.
or
Well, that sounds
however
interesting.
much, or however much it would cost to get it up to state of the art that I can get here.
Okay. Um, okay. So the other thing that happened while you guys were kind of reconvening in the docking bay here was um, you guys had gotten a message from the um, station captain Paulo. He's in charge of security, and he was wondering if you didn't mind checking out some disturbance that's going on pretty much down the way um, on the same docking floor that you're on. Um, that you guys would probably be the closest to respond rather than him trying to pull um, any of his units down there.
Sounds like we've got another mission. Tinley says in a very, very fake space Australian accent.
What does this job pay?
It will depend on what's going on in the docking bay. If it's, just a matter of some vagrants that you have to just like, chew out, um, or if it's actually some underground um, entity that's
It
come up
depends on the
there
threat.
trying to, yeah, pretty much what you find. Because I mean, if they're coming up to, you know, go go through some um, cargo and stuff, or if there was specifically something illegal that's trying to be brought in, those type of things, then yes, he will be paying you a nice finder's fee for your trouble.
Definitely some interesting.
Not to mention that, he'll be very appreciative of your assistance, and um, you'll be on um, the good side of things with um, the constables in terms of the ship, the Absalon station, and everything.
Some extra pay and
A couple extra check marks in the right place for you guys.
Easy would
Doesn't
start
hurt.
loading into her powered armor.
yeah, Mac just kind of shrugs. Well, might as well. You guys up for it?
Oh, absolutely. I definitely want to try out my new gear.
We might as well.
All right. I made myself a
Okay,
new
well,
effect.
the number that comes up on your portable scanner is docking bay 281. So since you're 265, it's not too much, too much further down.
Yeah. That's a little bit away.
Yep.
Ooh. I can fucking
Not
okay.
not too far out of your way. Okay,
Um,
listen. If you're gonna keep popping your head up, you're gonna get down. Stream dog or no stream dog.
Oh, but look at that face, though.
But I can't hold you in tight. It's a little hard for me to run the game.
He don't care.
I know he doesn't care. He hasn't had all his mommy time in the lap because he hasn't been in my lap while I've been doing homework today.
Why don't I run ahead and see if I can't do a little bit of scouting, see what I can find. I'm definitely probably one of the fastest people of the group, so
Okay.
Yeah. Just, yeah.
especially because I can go 6 times for run speed instead of 4 times.
Okay.
Yeah, Mac, go
So
ahead.
Yeah,
Gives a nod.
I'm gonna I'm gonna dash off, and once I get close, I'm gonna start stealth, so that way I can take a look without getting perceived. First off, decent stealth,
yes, it is.
and
Okay.
then take a look at the
So
situation. Much less, but much less good.
yeah. You are able to peer into the docking bay because it does have a similar setup, with the observation levels and stuff. Um, so you're able to get into that part and look over. You see a large ship, um, obviously a cargo type vessel. It was bringing, being unloaded. Um, and there's various cargo about on the floor. Um, and there is a small crew on the floor that you can tell they're not station crew because they don't have uniforms on.
Mhm.
So you can definitely tell they don't really belong there unless they would be the crew from the ship. That would be the only way those people would belong there. And as far
Okay.
as the the amount of stuff that's been unloaded and stuff, you would think that the crew that had been would have been already gone from the ship being unloaded. They would have already transferred their manifest. They would have already secured the ship and everything. And it seems like they wouldn't have hung around this long.
Okay. But so ultimately, all I really understand is that there's people here. I don't know why they're still here. They should have already left
Yep.
if they were part of the crew.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's not too much to go off of, so I'll just go ahead and report back to the rest of the group. Let them know that there are people They don't look like they necessarily belong. But I don't really know because I don't know. They might just be weirdos.
Might be. They might be trying
May
to
as well shoot
sneak
'em.
aboard the ship.
Yeah, we could do that too.
You never know.
But yeah. So shall we attempt to board the ship, or
Well, let
should we
me.
make our presence known?
You'll lay down. Okay.
He finally got himself settled.
I think he's finally got himself settled. Okay, he deflated. He'll be there a bit. Okay, so I have. Let me just double check from the previous page.
We have 5 total characters.
Yeah. Make sure I have the right characters set up. Okay, so I don't need ship. Let me add. Quick. I did have her, but I did not have her. The ship can go. Means the little ship can go. Clive can go. And I'm anticipating him. So 1, 2, 3. I have Mal. I have Irenia, and I have Tinley. Okay. With the 2 adjacents. Okay. So you guys make your ways down the corridor and into the observation level, and
Do.
we're not doing wiggle butts. And that should be.
Who is that, Darth? Oh, no. It's just Maul.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put you guys way back here in the back. Say that you came down like a tube from the upper level when you're ready.
And you're asking if we should sneak on board. Do you think that Mac and Evie are going to be the best at sneaking at the moment?
No.
No, I was saying maybe that the people there were going to try and sneak on board the cargo ship.
Well,
Maybe that's why they're there.
Tinley also asked if we were
Oh.
going to sneak on board.
I get it. Okay. I don't know why it took me this long for it to hit. So the goal, so it's basically like there's a standoff. We have the current actual crew, which is still on the ship, which remains unloaded or unloaded.
No, it's
And then we
been
have
in the process of unloading. That's why you see all the boxes around. And the it would be odd for if these people had been the crew of the ship to be still be here this long, knowing as far into the unloading process that they are. they would have already, absconded. They've got money that let's go spend it type thing.
Hmm.
So
Well, I don't necessarily want to start with violence. Um,
no, because there might not be any
let's
need
say,
for it.
let's say a couple of us stay stealthy, and those that can't try to strike up conversation and see what happens.
Mm. Yeah, Mal just kind of nods his head. Yeah.
What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, the ones that can stay out of sight, stay out of sight.
And
Tenley
Hey
can
there,
definitely
Kalendar.
stay out of sight. The child can definitely stay out of sight.
cool. Game is still paused though, so we can't move out quite yet.
There we go.
Or
Thank
maybe at
you.
least
I'm
tried.
gonna go sneak up. Both of us are gonna sneak up to this ship piece thing. And let those that are less stealthy start the conversation with the understanding that our guns are already drawn and ready to start firing in case combat starts. Tenley is going to draw his plasma bolter, and Florina is going to hold her pistol, specifically the hand cannon.
Yeah, because Mac's going to stay pretty
She's
much.
going to load explosive scattergun shells.
Yeah, because Mac's going to stay inside. He's not going to bother trying to hide. He's going to be pretty much the visual decoy because, well, you can't miss him.
I think your mic is muted.
Oh. Well, at least the Discord side, yeah.
Oh,
I turned Discord on and off so that way there's not bleed through.
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
That's
broadcast
really
side,
funny.
the mic feed stays on because it can filter out,
Yeah,
but I can't put that same filter on Discord.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a shame we can't.
Yeah, but yeah, Mac's going to stay pretty much visual since he's going to be the visual decoy.
And Evie's not going to hide in her armor. She's actually max. She's actually large now. And that stuff.
Now let's see how
That's
much
really
mental capacity the player has to keep up with the actual character.
it do be that way.
Oh,
Hey, at least you're not playing faster, right?
yeah.
And in this situation, I believe Evie would probably just follow Mac's lead.
It's been a heck of a week, so I'm kind of fuzzy brained.
Going on E.
Yeah.
Okay, in that case, let's see what happens when Tenley whistles
Well,
and they recognize that there are two people.
well, yeah. Come on, I had the right thing selected. But yeah, Mac's going to be pretty much walking up to out there.
Yep. And as you walk up, 40 pretty much sounds an alert literally. And flails his arms back to his companions and says, um, we have company. and he says about 5 human beings that he can register in our hangar. Turning back around.
IPing off
He's
as a
reading.
human, huh?
He's gone human.
Well, he's
We
Not
reading
much
have
Japanese
signs.
investors.
And
because
that is a very
I'm an
unique way of calling me
Android,
fat. As Matt kind of looks down at himself.
I count 5 humans in that dragonoid.
I mean, yeah, I ate before I came here, but damn.
He is an android, so he could be making an error, knowing that you've got 2 large constituents that he's counting for, and it could be 4 humanoids that he's counting.
But yeah, Mac does say all that in character.
Timley thinks it in his head and over comms because he can just go through comms mentally.
Raven stands up on her box that she's been pretty much sitting on, and she looks over to Drock and kind of nods her head towards the ones that are walking towards us. Hey, heads up.
There we go. That's nice.
And pretty much Drac is the kind of he's got his weapon slung on him, but he's not pointing it at anybody at this point in time, but it's there and ready.
Okay. Max kind of watched them, and I rolled a sense motive trying to gauge their body language between what they were doing before the alert and how they're acting afterwards. Kind of got a 20 on the roll.
Yep. You definitely can tell that they were in the process of going through some of the crates looking for items. At the moment, they're not very interested in starting any kind of combat with anybody. They just want to take their stuff and go.
Oh, so they're obviously looting.
Well, Mac would know that.
Right.
You guys wouldn't necessarily because you got the sense motive.
Yeah, I have
Unless
no
he
way
shares it.
Well, I have no real way of relaying that yet.
Oh, you don't have comms?
But now without actually saying something and giving it away.
Getting down. Yeah, that's down. Let me move my leg. Go ahead.
Waiting for the bulldog to decide what he's doing. He's like a toddler.
He'll know what he wants to do other than he's too tired and needs to fall asleep. For a good nap. Not just these little cat naps. Okay. So.
Oh, perfect. I have the perfect thing. So Florina is going to use telepathic message to Mack trucks and ask what they're doing. So this guy here.
Okay. Well, with that, then
It is limited to 10 words.
Raven's got a couple knives out. She's just playing with them.
Oh, this doesn't give you the ability to respond. This isn't message.
that's what I was checking. Yeah, it's
No, not
receive.
message.
Yeah.
Gila kind of steps up and she says, "We're not looking for any trouble. Just if you guys can just, turn around and leave once we get what we want, we'll be on our way."
We were asked to be here to help kind of resolve this. So, you know, a job's a job. I'm sure you guys can understand that. So, unfortunately, we just can't just turn and walk as he just kind of motions to himself and Evie. So, if you're not supposed to be going through these boxes, motioning to them, then the crates that they're digging through, then probably the best bet is you guys stop and go about your own way. And I am rolling diplomacy at a 30.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah, that was almost a nat
Well,
20.
well, Drack'll walk up a couple steps and he'll like, it's our stuff. We had it shipped in. We're just taking what's ours. We're not taking the rest of the stuff.
I assume we got paperwork for that, stating that then?
Papers, please.
Yeah, just thinking the same thing. Papers, please. I'm thinking of the scene in Indiana Jones after he tosses the person out the window.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, because my companion says then that would be perfect. I mean, it got proof, then I can relay that back to the station and no harm, no foul. That'd be perfect. Because they have concerns that there was a disturbance, and that'd be great.
Jack kind of sickers and like, we're not making any kind of disturbance. Does it look like there's a disturbance?
Sense motive check of 27. Like, if he's being deceitful.
I mean, you look around, nothing's disturbed other than some boxes are opened and everything. You don't see any guards laying on the floor knocked out cold. They haven't cut into any boxes. They've just opened them. And they're not rifling through boxes. So they know what boxes they're looking for.
So I assume you don't have a shipping cargo manifest of some kind?
Mal
Okay.
back here snickers. She's like, manifest? Do we look like the pilots?
Fine, a receipt for your order.
Tinley's going to cut out the middleman, and he's going to cast hack wetware. I'm gonna attempt to hack his brain. So he has to do a DC 17 will save, and I will, upon failure, gain access to their general thoughts, fears, and desires.
Looks like it's gonna be easy on him. And pretty much guarantee you're gonna get it.
I don't know, couldn't tell.
You got it.
Oh, sweet.
Will's not a strong point on him.
Hell yeah. All right, what we thinking?
He's thinking he just wants to get the merchandise and go. He doesn't want to get in trouble with his boss.
And what about for desires? Oh, wait, sorry. The target's current surface thoughts, target's most pressing current fear, yep. Or the target's most pressing current desire. Okay. Oh, and I also have to do a computers check, because I am hacking him. There we go. I hacked his brain.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to tell that, that they definitely don't have what they're supposed to have, legally to necessarily get into. But
Okay.
like they said, they knew where everything was supposed to be. They just got them their supposed their shipment of stuff, pulled it out,
So it was
and they're going.
technicalities. It is still illegal. They are still doing things. Right? I heard that right?
It's not on the up and up. No.
Cool. Hmm. If what you're doing is legal, then how come you're so afraid of what you're doing and going through a way that isn't quite above board?
And like I said, I just want to get what belongs to us, and we want to be gone. You can have the
But
rest
it
of the
doesn't.
stuff and give it to its owners.
But it doesn't
We're
belong
not
to you.
Breaking 10.
okay. Well, as we say that, there's this big incoming jump, and this big, huge werewolf looking thing lands on the deck with a big crash. I mean, he's bigger than what this icon looks at it like. He's not as big as Mac, but he is bigger than the icon shows him as. He's like some 10 feet tall.
It's supposed to be a large.
Or what are you? Are you considered large?
Yeah. Same with Evie. That'd be it.
But you're like 25 feet tall.
Yeah, but he's kind of condensed, so that's why he's got the large icon. Because
Yeah, he'd be large.
that'd be a 2x2 icon.
Okay. How do I do that?
Edit the token and appearance.
Token, appearance. Where it says 1 by 1, put 2 by 2.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
12 by 12. Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah, that'd be it.
I was just Conquer Plus.
That'd be a dang big werewolf. Okay, there we go. Okay, and he lands and he picks himself up slowly up to his full height. He is well dressed in a fancy vest. Um, he's got multiple heavy chains around his neck. He's got some expensive rings on his um, claws, on his fingers, and he's got a scar um, over one eye. And he kind of just sneers for a moment. He's like, "We will be taking our property with us."
But it's not your property. You're taking it illegally.
We had it brought on. We had it brought on the station by shipment. It is ours. It was just conveniently left off the manifest.
Okay, so it
That
was
explains why we got the. Okay.
yeah, so it was
Okay.
smuggled.
Yep. Yeah, we're here to stop smuggling. It seems.
If that's what you care to call it. I didn't know there were other gangs working this deck.
Well, we're not so much of
Uh,
a gang, otherwise we'd be asking for a cut to let you go.
Henley's gonna jump up on top of this, and I don't know. I just wanted Mac Trucks and Evie to see the like Tenley like pulls out like a digital pad and is like, oh, check, 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 check. Yep, these are bad guys.
Mac just kind of catches him out of the corner of his eye and just kind of very slightly shakes his head with a brief smirk.
And you see Mal do this kind of fancy dismount onto the floor. And she'll hold into this crouching mode with her eyes set on
Oh,
you guys.
I thought it was Maul, but I guess that would be the werebear.
Hmm.
Well,
Yeah,
hands off the illegal merchandise.
yeah, because
We're not here the gang.
Gave you a look at Mag like, we're not avoiding this, are we?
I was
No,
kind of hoping that things don't have to be a conflict. Nobody has to get hurt, but
I would agree so, says Riceland. I would very much like to avoid any kind of conflict.
what'd you smuggle?
He looks at the humanoid is it really that important that you know?
Yes.
It's not anything harmful.
Then you shouldn't mind answering. I mean, if you're smuggling food for orphans, that's... I'm not going to stop that. However, of course, I know that that's not the case. Otherwise, you wouldn't be so guarded about this. So,
No, we're
what is
definitely not feeding orphans.
Well, depending on what the value of what you have, well, we might be willing to turn another eye. This would be Evie.
Tinley's going to let that slide for now for the sake of trying to get more information. And going to do another computer check because I have 6 rounds of it. I want to see what
Time.
Drac is thinking during this whole
2 minutes.
situation.
Okay.
So yeah, what's Drac's thoughts currently during this standoff? Whilst we're talking about what they are smuggling.
Well, from what you're able to get from Drac, I mean, he's a soldier, so he's you know, if it was guns, if it was weaponry, if it was anything along that, he'd really know what's in the cargo. But since it's nothing like that, he's not very well versed. It's a bunch of components for something. That's all he knows, because that's what it's been explained to him as, and beyond that, he didn't understand it.
Dang. Shouldn't have gone for the dummy. All right.
Because, you know, you guys can leave, but the stuff has to stay. Because, well, we're under contract. And I'm sure you guys can understand that. It's not personal, it's just business.
But this is business as well. We paid for these items, and they belong to us.
Illegally. Illegally.
I mean, money has been,
Preemptively.
you know, money's exchanged hands already for these items.
Yeah, but that's
And
criminally.
that's-
And now it's time for BRB.
that's-
We shall return. Thank y'all for your patience.
Hey. Yep. Welcome back, y'all. So
Yeah, a bit of a tech stack to take care of real quick.
Oh, wow, mobile is way behind.
I'm on web, so that's
Yeah,
2
web is
4 seconds
definitely
behind.
better than mobile is.
yeah, mobile's probably like half a book behind.
Ooh,
Has
that's
Riceland
rough.
at least ounced?
Hey, refresh mobile, see if that helps any. Yeah, that sucked. Come on. Alright. Anyways. Alright, so
So Riceland looks at you guys and he's like, well, if you really must know what's in these 3 crates, one is carrying computer components for our starship. One contains um, some other in-ship upgrades, and the other is um, some tech bot upgrades for some of our crew, like 2-1 and 4D. Like I said,
Well, I understand.
nothing dangerous and nothing um,
In that case, what's the point of smuggling it if it can be all attained just fine? Or is it because you are a gang in which you are being prevented from purchasing in the first place?
Priceland smiles. That would be the issue with a lot of our purchases aboard ship.
This would be easy, of course. Well, personally, I don't see a problem of letting you guys go for a fee.
Just need to double check something real quick.
Riceland's smile slowly disappears and he turns his head looking at the female human.
Actually, she's a little Shinta, and she's in powered armor.
Oh, Lashunta.
Yeah, we
Okay.
almost need like a different token for when she's in power armor. We need to find something for her.
Also, the
Yeah, I
closest
just
person
forgot to do that, so I missed made her large.
I also think the closest to being human is Florina, and that's because she's half.
Yeah, because
Human.
yeah, I'm looking at the party list. It's like we got a rat, we got a cat, we got a fox, we got a dragon.
Yep.
And we got a dog
Human.
moving on his way, thankfully.
Yeah, so a rat, a cat, a fox, a dragon, furball, and a Tinley.
Yeah.
Technically, I think Tinley might be the closest to a human.
Well, that's where Florina comes in because she's actually half human.
Okay, yeah. Anyways,
Well, she's a hybrid of human and something else. Doesn't that necessarily mean it's 50-50?
That's a good point. Gene splicing and whatnot
Alright,
being what
so-
it is.
Mac kind of takes a step forward, kind of non-threateningly. He doesn't have any weapons drawn or whatnot. So what kind of things do you do as he looks towards the big furry one? And as he does so, he's kind of studying them. You seem to be having issues getting things legally. You're not trigger happy, even though some of you are the ones with you, you seem to be a little jumpy or a little on edge.
I mean, look at
I
her. Her name's
run.
Maul.
What was that?
It's Mal, not Maul.
But it's so close to Darth Maul.
Pronunciation.
Darth Maul.
Riceland looks over at the dragonkin. He says, I am in charge of many of the businesses down on the deck below. I am simply a businessman.
Going through historic records, Anybody that says that they're a simple businessman is not a simple businessman. Please speak more clearly so that way we can have proper lines of communication.
Yeah, there's no real point of just being around the bush or anything of that nature. Yeah, not the
Not
best
enough
role on
bushes
that one.
around here to beat.
I mean, we can be straight with each other.
Speak for yourself. I'm an android. I don't think I have the concept of gender.
Most of us can be straight with each other. As Matt kind of amends himself after kind of giving Tinley the side eye.
And depending on what you guys do, we might have needs of your services in the future, which would give us even more incentive to let you go.
So, speak freely.
Well, first and foremost, I run several casinos on the lower deck.
Mm-hmm.
Um, several other entertainment venues.
Brothels, okay.
Pretty much things like that. Um,
What's that?
there are several bars. And we're always in need of certain materials that we can't always get in the regular supply line. So I have quite a number of starship captains that will bring small loads in for me when they are passing by.
Well, how about this? If you help us out, we can bring you a big load.
Tinley,
Henley is like, you know what? I'm going to roll my bluff because I think this is going to be really funny.
that
Yeah.
was
Very clearly, he's just making a really bad joke. He
And
basically he's
Rice
attempting to cut the tension.
Riceland just looks at him and says,
Matt kind of sighs and looks at the big guy. He's like, I'm sure you got one of those on your crew too.
"Yes, I do." And he's not currently with us today just because of that attitude.
He's got his uses just like ah what is that Hollow-vid character, Arachne Boy or something like that? Always running his mouth, but he's
Wow,
really good in
rude.
a
You can't
fight.
even think of how I'm useful.
What?
Pretty much putting an in-character spin on Spider-Man.
Oh,
Spider humanoid. Spider humanoid.
It's the humanoid spider.
So, anyways, how about we go and see if we can't diffuse anything with the actual crew to make sure that everything's on the up and up. I have no problems with you getting equipment that you need in order to uh, have a ship and maintain what you already have going on and the entertainment facilities, as long as you're not doing like slave trade or human trafficking. I really couldn't give a shit.
No, we do none of that. All of my constituents are contracted and well paid.
Finley, are you able to check against the station records and kind of checking on anything like that?
Let's see here. Probably. I don't know. Can I use my comm unit to try to get into like a general network and then use that to do a quick read on the material components and whatnot?
That, or I'm sure you're able to log into any of the computers over here. They're not like highly something that would have any huge technical locks on them or anything that would.
Maybe you can use your communications to actually contact the crew if they're still on board the ship.
No, the crew's not aboard ship at the moment. They're enjoying themselves in my establishments. Part of the perks.
Wait, so then who called for assistance? We were contracted by station management effectively to come check out what was going on.
I'm sure it was that stupid know-it-all captain that loves to stick his
Oh,
nose into business that is none of his business to begin with.
up until you said captain, I thought you were talking about me. But yeah, let me just do a quick perusal of the logs. And I'm gonna just do a quick perusal of the logs.
Flip back. You're able to figure it
That
out.
is exactly the sound he's gonna make too. Do. That's a 2 on the die.
Yeah,
Son of a bitch.
but 18 on the skill check, so
Yeah, it's 18.
Could have been better though.
yeah.
Come on, Tinley.
Oh, yeah. But like I said, it's not like you're trying to break into Fort Knox or anything. These are just basic
Yeah,
computers.
but he wants to be able to hack into Fort Knox. He has goals, aspirations.
Need to be working on it better then.
And the thing that I was looking for was my alignment, just to see. I forgot that it's up with like your race and background or theme.
Excuse me.
Or wait, no, or is this already after species? Species.
Yeah, it's pretty much right underneath
So,
your experience bar.
yeah, I just needed to make sure I wasn't lawful. I rarely ever go lawful because that's less fun.
Less
I
fun.
would
It's like
struggle
no
playing a
fun.
lawful character. Yeah, I struggle playing lawful characters, man. Chaotic and neutral. That's the only things I do for that. The only time I will ever play a lawful character is if I'm playing a lawful evil character.
So no paladins from Merlin.
No paladins for me.
His two brain cells are on a siesta.
Therapy.
Mm-hmm.
You're always on the siesta.
And his eyes, I think I see his eyeballs spinning in opposite directions. 'Cause he's dreaming. He's growling, thinking he's a big old freaking
You
ferocious
okay
dog.
over there?
He's having a spasm.
Yeah. That's pretty much how Derpy's brain cells look.
One chasing the other.
Never meeting.
So, what are we gonna do?
Yeah.
Okay,
So
so
logs check out though.
Damn.
Did all the logs check out though? Everything seemed to be on the up and up. I mean, it's not on the up and up, clearly,
I
because
mean,
it's
yeah,
still
they check out as
but
you know.
it is truthful. It is a factual thing that was being said.
Yes, it's gonna check out.
Cool. Tenley puts away his plasma bolter and just like, yep, nope, I've got no issues. Everything seems to check out. I don't give a shit. This is all consensual. Staff or the ship staff and you guys already had a deal. I'm not gonna get in the way. You're not doing anything dangerous. I don't give a shit. I'm just gonna hop off. Not a stickler for the rules.
Then I suppose
He
we
is
can
still going to have.
go along on our way.
Yes. I have
Yeah.
no issues.
Yeah, because Mac takes another look around the boxes. Like I said, nothing else is being disturbed or whatnot. Just the things that it.
Well, you're more than welcome to lock everything back up.
Yeah,
That's what we were gonna do.
Perception 19. That's not him saying anything out loud. That's me asking you as a DM.
No, everything there is just what they've removed is their own stuff. They haven't destroyed anything in the process or disturbed any of the other items other than moving stuff aside that they might have had to move to get to their products. And they were in the process of locking the crates back up when you guys came in.
Cool. Does anybody look hurt? Like even like a minor wound?
No, nobody was injured from opening the boxes or anything.
Dang, I really wanted to shoot somebody
May-
with my locust beam to heal them.
Maybe in the next round.
Mal just face plants from all the stress leaving and gets a bloody nose for no reason. But yeah, no, that's all I got. I don't give a shit.
Well, I will keep from doing business on this level, unless it's absolutely necessary. Um,
I mean, just be careful. Apparently,
and
there's that captain that's being a dick. So
otherwise, you're more than invited to check out my establishments. anytime you like.
Sounds
Okay.
like a good time.
She doesn't know if it's going to work, but she's going to try a diplomacy check with this. How about for our good graces, you give us a little bit of credit at one of your casinos?
I'm sure that could be arranged.
Oh, I want to do something really dumb. I will attempt to help the check that Evie did.
Not much help there. Just
Oh, by the way, I
kind of
put a
looks
rank
over
in
at
there,
you that
so
Oh,
don't push your luck.
that +0. That +0 is including the +1 that I got from a rank that I put in there specifically.
That growls over there.
yeah, he's sleeping.
But yes, whenever you come back to the station, you're more than welcome to have a small line of credit at any of my establishments once for allowing us this digression.
All right, as long as you got her payday in one way or another, Evie's happy.
Mhm.
And
There's
Riceland's
nothing
very
more.
happy because he got his equipment and stuff.
Yeah, Max just kind of gives a curt nod and just, well, let's go.
Yep.
Yeah, and jeez, I don't know how to grab my crew without grabbing your crew.
There.
There we go.
Whee! Whee!
They're chasing us.
I think there's not too many ways out of here.
Other than just change scene.
Yep. Okay, so you guys go back to your docking bay, and upon arrival there, you need to report into the good old captain. Oh,
That
captain, my
captain.
captain.
Seems
Report
like
to
a
the
false
captain.
report. Or
Okay.
it seems like a false alarm. Type of situation.
So that's up to you what you say to the captain.
Finley ain't saying shit. He is not good at talking.
We'll leave this up to our captain.
Yeah.
Report.
Mac will just let him know that when we arrived, the bay was empty, and whatever happened already happened. But it looks like nothing was really damaged. And there might have been a couple of select things that were missing, but it was kind of hard to tell. And that was pretty much the end of it.
Okay. And the captain will say, I appreciate you checking in for us. And I will see that you get a stipend for that assistance added to everyone's account for your trouble. And thank you very much for your time. Okay, so your next order of business, you have.
We were going to check out that SOS signal, weren't we?
Yes, and it's under my 10 tons of pharmacy textbooks. Oh, okay. Now I can't tell where my camera is, but check it next break. Okay. Okay. So you were going to, let's see, where's my 1, 2s, and 3s? That was a 3. Rescue mission to an ARC ship.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. So the crew has been restocking the ship, making sure it is ready to go. If everybody is ready to begin that mission, they are more than ready to let command know so that they get permission to take off, because it is going to take 13 days to get to the location of this ARC ship.
It's gonna be a slow rescue.
Unless you got, do the engines go faster than drift?
Well, drift is a random um, duration of the jump.
I have a pretty decent piloting skill.
Because it was just, it was shown in 13 days
13 days.
from the information I gathered.
Well, I suppose with space travel and combat, it does change how things interact. Guerrilla warfare is also going to be a lot easier when you just have, 3D motion instead of 2D. So who knows?
He's looking it up because I honestly don't remember much about the, other than space combat was a pain in the butt.
Travel in system takes 1d6 days. Travel in galaxy takes 5d6 days.
Okay, that's near space. So let me
Yeah.
look real quick. Look it up on here.
And then you divide that time by the engine rating. Wait, no, never mind. That's for interstellar drives, not the drift.
And then is there anything that we can do with like the piloting skill?
Not for that part.
Okay.
There's some space, but it doesn't.
Of course, the ship is way behind too. It's still at tier 3.
Well, we'll be updating that.
Yeah.
I saved just from that one. Gotta be somebody who put these maps together. Because I mean, we could just make up a number if we want to. Trying to find. Bless you, you did the same thing I did. Okay, there's Besk. Okay, so I guess near space is out in the Viscarium. So I guess if you can find that on the map, that'll help. So isn't that the next set of planets past the pack worlds?
That's a separate system. That's its own thing.
Mm, okay. Okay, yeah, there's the planet. Why are they showing me the best system? Well, I'm not asking for that. They keep showing me the Viscarium for near space. Let me try Paizo. Yeah, near space is the Viscarium. So that would be why it takes so long. So it would be however fast your
Yeah,
little
so
ship
it's in
can
another
move.
system. It'd be 5d6 days divided by our engine rating.
Yeah, and if the ship didn't get any upgrades while we were in dock, then it's signal basic. So that's just the engine rating of 1.
Okay, so
That's with a tier 3 ship instead of the tier 6 that it would be right now.
okay, so what tier are we looking at needing? Because that was one of the things that I was going to severely bulk us up in,
It's
even though it might have the same configuration.
It's got the equipment of a tier 3, but it's a tier 6 ship now, as it levels up with us. But the equipment itself has to be manually upgraded by the people.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I don't
It just
actually know
doesn't
what
actually
ship we
cost
have.
money.
What frame are we using?
Explorer. Guys, everybody should be able to look at the ship itself.
Yeah, because we've got the actual ship at the very bottom. We'll call up the narrative.
Hmm. What I'm hearing is it's time to change the narrative.
Dun, dun,
Oh,
dun.
we're gonna change the narrative because we're going to basically make a TARDIS type um ship.
Oh
I
yeah.
think we have more crew than we can. The maximum crew on the Explorer is 6.
Oh
Well, that's
boy.
crew, not how many people can be on it.
Yeah, that's just the crew that minimum crew that's needed to run it.
No, that's the maximum crew, not minimum. But
Minimum
yeah,
is 1.
Yeah, but that's crew, not people
Not
aboard.
not packs.
Um,
And that's 1 captain, 1 pilot, and up to 4 gunners. All there's a yeah. That's how many people you can have assigned to different things.
Well, no, you're entirely correct. There are 4 total weapon mounts on this ship. So you had that directly on the head.
Because basically, in my mind, all we're going to do is to this little ship is kind of just blow it up into a bigger ship with the same design.
So you don't have to come up with a better, a different interior or exterior design.
Oh, we'll come up with a little bit change in the interior design because obviously it's going to be a little bit more intricate. But for the most of it, it stays the same looking on the outside. Yeah.
I mean, so I think the next logical expansion would be a destroyer. It's the first size increase, I think. I think the Oma is still medium. Yeah, still medium and caps out at 6 crew. Yeah, but if we go with the destroyer, then we have a minimum of 6 and a maximum of 20 crew, and we get a bunch more things that we get to play around with. And we get access to heavy weaponry for ship weapons.
How did that get mounted?
Going there. But at the same time, if we're going that way, we may as well go with the Vermilith. No, that sounds like it's like rat related for some reason.
Yeah, if you're looking at because there's specific ships as well.
Yeah. There we go. Heavy freighter would be interesting.
Yep, don't need to do that.
Oh yeah, heavy freighter would be nice.
Trying to mount this damn thing.
Never mind.
Here we go. Just trying to get the right since the update. Replacing the existing stuff
I
with
know
the
I
new
woke
ones.
you up snoring, baby. And then goes to hide back in the bedroom.
Oh. Oh no. I do think the maximum number of crew is how many people can be on a ship. Because if you look at base ship, the minimum number of crew to make it work is 150, and the maximum is 1 million.
Oh, you also gotta look at what mod expansion base and stuff like that, because that'll affect things as well. So
Yep,
along with
absolutely.
crew quarters, there's variables.
That's true, that's true. I like how the Ultranaut doesn't have any weapons. That's silly.
Between that and also just not worry about it too much on, non-working, between the crew members that are actually making the ship work and just people right along for the ride.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not gonna be fitting like 150 to 200 people on here.
And I don't think you can quite read, unfortunately, Merlin. The base here has a crew maximum of 100,000, not 1 million.
Zeros do run together. Especially with an Android, if there's no ones in there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's not enough ones to break it up. You're right. That is 100,000.
Okay, break in 4 minutes.
Oh. I think if we're going to be upgrading the ship,
Go big or go home.
All
Yeah.
right, in that case, so let's go with battleship then.
Well, changing out the frame is like almost an entirely new ship. Upgrading the narrative as is, like I said, we have 93 build points used. We can go up to 162 right now.
Okay, in that case, let's.
It's been able to, swap out the power core to have more, more power to, power things. Duh. The drift engine makes drift travel faster. Then there's various other things depending on what all we encounter.
That's why I wasn't going to worry so much about the technicalities.
Because I know you probably don't want to run ship combat, so I know we're not going to.
If we do run ship combat, it's not going to be the in-game ship combat. It'll be a
How many build points do we have available?
It's under statistics. BP.
Oh, I don't think I see the ship. Yeah, I don't see the ship.
You don't have access to the ship?
Uh-uh.
You don't have access to the narrative? Under
Oh, wait.
actors, very bottom?
Nope.
um
You might check permissions on it.
yeah, they don't because they got added later. Let me.
Okay, yeah.
Yep. Let me
Oh, the
add
8th
them.
edition. We were already planet side.
That is
Narrative. Hi,
there.
narrative.
Okay.
How's it going, narrative?
There they
All right.
go.
Cool. Okay, so we can't do what I was thinking.
And that's why I was thinking
Go
kind of
these.
TARDIS the ship in terms of, okay, until we're ready to actually balloon up to a actual big ship.
But we
Just
have
magically these things fit inside it.
So we have M10 thruster. Oh, but that doesn't help with the actual warping, does it?
No, the only thing that helps with that is just a drift engine.
Okay.
See, this is the wonders of Starfinder is actually building your ship and configuring it. And if you would do the true ship combat against other ships, you would have to configure your ship and
Figure out the crew and all that.
yes.
Which, once you have it down, it's not all that bad.
No.
Okay. It looks like there's no upgrades for the drift drive.
There is.
Should be a couple.
Yeah, there's quite a bit.
Well, there's like the drift booster, which is for super colossal.
Okay.
Drift stasis unit.
Oh no, there's quite a bit.
Ron ad.
Yep. We shall be BRB.
They are trying to figure out the best setup for their ship. So you're welcome to listen in as they kind of argue over stats and statistics and
Yeah, all those the fun stuff.
it's kind of a numbers game when it comes to the ship part.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're probably going to meta a little bit, knowing that we're not going to be doing too much actual ship combat.
Mm-hmm.
And we kind of need to, so that way we can use a bit of our PCU wisely.
Yeah. I mean, you guys don't have to go hard and heavy by the book because you're not going to be running into another ship for combat.
Go harder.
Everybody's afraid of us.
I think the Pulse Prismatic would be good. Because it gives us the ability to upgrade size should we want to, and because that'll allow us to go large at some point.
Because it's
Actually,
the
at that
same,
point, we don't
same
really want
piece.
to go smaller.
I guess it's the same power, 300.
At that point, yeah, we may as well go with the Nova Ultra, so that way we can. It would at least be a bare minimum up until huge.
And same BP.
And the same cost. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Same BP for the same provided PCU. So at the very least, if we're trying to budget stuff, we got that covered. So yeah, I think the replacing the power core with the Nova Ultra might be nice.
Okay. That one. There's green.
Now I feel more comfortable turning you back on. Okay, and now we have space for a new drift engine. Which in this case, you wanna go major?
Let's see what it looks like.
Ooh,
Let me
that
remove.
brings us over CPU. Oh, the older one. Oh, that looks amazing.
Yeah, because that was with 2 drift engines in there, so
Yeah,
That will definitely put you over.
that's awesome. Yeah, I'm game. I like this. I think this is a good. Oh, actually, since we are here, let's take a look at. What do we have for security systems? Because it might be good for us to get security systems.
What are you talking about?
Why would you guys need something like security systems? You're not in any trouble or anything.
Not yet.
Or cause any kind of trouble.
Yet.
I haven't created anything that's escaped yet.
Yet.
Because you keep saying yet to everything.
Absolutely. Is it worth
Well,
trying to
once
get
you see the science lab upgrades, that yet might be coming to a closer and closer time frame.
Okay, so I think we do have defensive countermeasures. That's good. Our shields aren't bare minimum. That's good. We could probably do with a small. That's kind of too small of an upgrade, though. Do we want to change how our? Oh wait, no, because again, no, we're talking about
We
ship
might need
combat.
one a self-destruct system.
I'm not opposed.
Make the whole thing go
That is
kaboom.
funny.
When the inevitable happens and re-release, or I create a special virus that, yeah.
And
Yep.
something gets loose on the ship, and you don't want to get off the ship.
Cartoons about that. About this. We already have these. So we have 2 cargo holds, a science lab, and a tech workshop. That's fine.
Yeah, and I'm looking at a main science lab and 4 additional science labs in the upgrade.
Ooh. Why don't we do something for a little bit of fanciness? Why don't we get good crew quarters?
Yeah,
Oh wait, no, we already have crew quarters. Ooh.
Yeah, you got good ones.
We could go luxurious though. It comes with gaming areas, guys, or intimate meeting spaces. Literally what it says. Some luxurious crew quarters also feature a kitchenette, gaming areas, or intimate meeting spaces. How luxurious. Ooh, yes, to both. And we are upgrading the narrative and editing the ship itself.
Yeah, we're mostly just upgrading.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, we're doing the second one. Not both. We're not designing a ship. Not yet.
No.
I kind of want to like make a mock-up though of a ship though, and see if we can't get it built or something eventually. I think that'd be kind of fun.
Yep, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Get our own version of a ship made.
Yeah, because it's part of the fun.
Ooh. Should we do an upgrade of our sensors and get magic sensors to go along with it? Has a BP cost of 0. And no PCU cost. I like free.
Yeah.
What you think?
Does it run off the
Runs off hopes and dreams, apparently.
character's ability?
Yes, it allows someone to detect magic. Oh no, it just gives you the ability to detect magic to a range of 1 mile from the ship.
Yeah.
And it is usually purchased alongside normal sensors. Oh, sorry, at an additional cost equal to the normal sensors cost. So it's double. Never mind. It is not freemium. It is very much so double the cost of the current advanced.
Yeah, just reading
short
through
range,
that. Whatever the sensors are.
which means it's an additional 4 BP. Actually,
Why don't we get a virtual intelligence?
Why don't you
I'm
create your
already in
own?
the ship. I'm already in the ship, guys.
I mean, between
Yeah, artificial, not
Henley and
virtual.
Frank,
Intelligence is my casting stat. um,
Because we're not because we know Tinley's not virtual, and we're not entirely certain about the intelligence.
And of course, you got half the androids aboard the ship, anyways, already.
Don't care about that. Don't care about that. Pheromone system. Is that does that go along with the intimate spaces?
Probably.
Like, I almost just want a bigger frame from media, but I mean, obviously, we're not going to have time for that.
No, like I
We're
said, that
basically doing hot
requires
swap stuff.
Yeah, that requires a whole new ship.
Yep. Which is why I kind of want to look at that eventually, not now, and definitely not on stream.
Yeah.
But I think if I'm
Yeah,
going
gives you
to, I
guys
may
a
as well go
research
big.
project.
Yeah. But if you guys are since you know more about the game than me, can I build something and then just like send it your way and
Yeah.
see what you think later?
Yeah.
Cool.
Right.
Anti-personnel weapon. Ooh, oh, I like this. Okay, how about an anti-personnel weapon so that way we can have our ship be a fallback place. Proper. Anti-personnel weapon is under. What the fuck is this under?
Security?
Security systems.
Yeah, I'm already reading it because that had that page above open.
Hell yeah.
Pretty much any long arm whose item level is equal to or less than the ship's tier.
Was also heavy, which
Yeah, by spending
yeah,
5 additional build points, the assault weapon can be a heavy.
Yep.
Has anti-personnel weapon long arm, item level of the ship. So the cost of BP is the item level of the weapon, or 5 plus item level for heavy.
And we have 30 BP to play around with right now.
and how much longer were we going to play tonight? It's almost 1 o'clock already.
That's right, it is early for you guys now.
Been at it for 2.5 hours.
We did have a bit of a late start.
Get everything set up for the rescue mission. Get to the point of starting the rescue mission.
Yeah, I would say get everything set up so that you're ready to go for the rescue mission.
That way, with the next session, we can actually just get right into it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I like that.
All right, so we already know our travel time has been cut by 1/3.
Okay.
So 5d6 divided by 3.
Yeah, so whatever the travel time is, divided by 3.
Okay. Which we can definitely say that's reasonable with the amount of prep time and everything that you guys are doing anyways,
Mm-hmm.
that some of that'll be cut off even more.
And considering how much we got paid by the patron, these ship upgrades are not unreasonable.
And we will definitely have the science lab completed. And don't ask me how it fits on the ship, but it does.
Yeah,
Do
well,
science.
we're just upgrading the lab that's already there.
No,
It's
this is
See, I'm
definitely
it's
saying,
Thyric.
need a bigger ship.
It's Thyric.
Wait a second. No, that you're right. You were saying that we're trying to build TARDIS, and it's because it's bigger on the inside than the outside.
Science, that's all it has to be.
It's science and magic put together. Scientific.
Yeah.
Yeah, forget techno magic.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
New term.
New term.
All right.
But just for legal reasons, it's not technomancy.
Yeah, because I think everything's catching up with me now. Yeah, I think my yawns are catching, kind of getting contagious.
Yeah, they're getting contagious because it just affected me. Thank you very much.
I tried to hold it back. It didn't work.
It just makes it work. That just makes it worse.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so.
All right. I'm gonna make a starship ooze now. Okay.
Yep. Well, between now and next, you can be everybody can be playing around with the starship
Yeah. I
ideas and
feel like as far as
everything.
it goes, yeah, I feel like as far as it goes, we did good. If we're going to do anything, it's going to be ship defense, for whilst we are on ground, not necessarily for like in the actual ship, because basically we could set up an automated system where we have like an automated heavy gun that's just the bay opens to let us in, and whilst we're running to the ship and whatnot to during our rescue mission, it can be providing covering fire for free.
Yeah. And we definitely have,
We have lots of BP for it.
and weapons.
And the
Yeah.
weapons.
Yeah, I was just looking through there.
And since we're working with tier 6 heavy weapons, there's still some good stuff in there.
Mm-hmm. Equipment. Weapons.
Trying to organize it
Heavy.
by level, but it's really choosing not to. So by level, please. No.
Yeah, you guys didn't read the specifics on the ship that said don't feed it after midnight. They'll
It's
just magically
10
get bigger.
o'clock my time. Oh,
Well,
Well,
midnight of which planet?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it getting bigger. Oh God.
Okay, there's artillery laser.
Disintegrator cannon. Disintegrator cannon. Liquidator. Yeah. That would be bad.
Yeah,
It only has a 40-foot range.
they have some interesting names, I will admit.
I do like the Corona. That is a very good
You
choice.
get some drug?
Especially because it's penetrating.
Yeah, the artillery laser
It
Corona.
deliver quite well.
Good for against hardened targets such as vehicles and enemy bunkers.
Kind of.
Not yet.
Maybe. We're working on it.
I mean, what are you going to do? Land it into a bunker?
Ugh. Hydrocan kind of
Have some
sucks.
flamethrowers. Yellow cannon. Okay, nothing. I should know that the things without icons don't really have much in the way of descriptions.
Yeah, but it's only 60 feet too.
Automatic. Okay, automatic. 60 feet. I was looking at the hail cannon.
Yep, and it's a cryo weapon too, which is actually kind of nice. It might slow down enemies.
So I'm imagining a autocannon that fires hail, and that just sucks.
A little bit.
Because you imagine, being younger and having snowball fights, and you got that one asshole kid that puts the ice in the center of it.
That
I think I know
was
what
you,
we need.
wasn't it?
Plead the fifth.
Okay.
But yeah,
I
can
think we
you?
need the light. Sorry. I think we need the light singularity cannon. I know it's a level 5 instead of a level 6, but it has a 5-foot area of effect. Or a 5-foot radius attack.
Oh, the black hole gun.
Basically, yeah. So that way, like, if there's multiple enemies, it can hit multiple enemies and potentially us, which makes it funnier.
And I'm not
Well, then I
surprised that.
called a chaos table for no reason.
Yeah, I'm not surprised the Drow freaking manufacture this thing.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, all of a sudden it becomes a game of, okay, which and when galaxy are you being dumped into?
Freaking Drukari made freaking black hole cannons.
But the Corona still sounds really cool.
What would be the TV equivalent of what, sliders? Wasn't that black hole based?
Well, that was
Wormhole.
wormhole based, but
Ooh, the agitator might be better. It's basically a flame shot, not necessarily a flamethrower, but just like miniature fireball generator.
Ammunition
No area of effect.
boosts.
Yeah,
maybe has something like that.
and it is 2d6.
You
No
can
area
charge
of
this
effect.
weapon up to with a special property as it moves by. The weapon can be charged. Dude, increase weapon's damage listed by the weapon next to attack.
So it's boost, right?
Yeah.
It can be
Looking
charged
at
up
looking at
for
the
an
boost effect.
Well, from my experience, we use the boost to get through.
And unleash hell.
I just played a lot of Star Fox 64 growing up.
Yeah, I finally got it.
I am sorry. I'm
No,
not.
you're not.
I'm lying.
I know you are.
If we don't care about range all that much, we just want to make sure that we have max damage within a decent amount of range. The molecular borer industrial has a 40-foot range and deals 3d6 fire and cold damage.
Yeah, I was just looking at that one.
And that's kind of cool. Imagine like chasing people to a ship and then
Basically a mining
just
laser.
right in your face. Yeah, exactly. And that was actually something I really liked about like Elite Dangerous was like doing stuff like that. Just like using mining lasers for in ways that they weren't supposed to be used.
Oh, there's also the shotcaster. Fires a
If
blast
I
of
yell
electrical
loud
energy
enough.
that explodes on impact, creating an electrical storm that can damage and stun anyone within its radius.
Let's check out that radius. The area effect 10. Oh, that's good. And it's 1d12. That's still not great considering high drop off. But that's still pretty cool, and that stun effect is really nice.
Yeah.
Or the potential stun effect. Oh! It has an item spot. Yeah, it has an item slot, not just a
For weapon
not just
fusion,
an ammo slot.
goods, ammunition. Yeah. For yeah. So we put that.
As a fusion item, and yeah, I like that. The shotcaster is fun.
Yeah. Then we find a good weapon fusion to put in with it.
Yep. Cool. I now have to look at the freaking site.
Since we're just going over ship upgrades, and I don't mind much. I'm getting tired. I'm actually gonna head out if you guys don't mind.
Yeah, I think we're wrapping up then.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we had our little encounter with the level below gang.
Managed to get ourselves a credits when we go down to their casino.
Let's see how that all turns out.
Yeah.
How much trouble you guys get in down there?
Yeah.
But I think this is the first time the party really got any like morality hints as to who Storl, yeah. Tinley.
Mm, yeah. Who has what kind of morale?
Yeah, I had to check on
Morals?
Yeah, I had to check on Mac on that one to see what character I was playing.
Yeah.
I had to double check on some things to see how the thinking was.
Yep.
Like, wait.
I was like,
What
wait.
character am I playing? Which game is this again?
Yeah, like which game, which character?
Before I respond.
Yeah.
And then I had to remember,
Yeah, I
okay,
figured.
okay. Then I had to remember, okay, what was the actual mission? What was the assignment?
Yep. But
And
yeah,
I figured Evie, she was a former mercenary that attacked the crew at one point anyway, so I'm sure that she'd be okay with be like, all right, give us a cut or something and we'll let you go.
yeah, basically. But yeah, no, I do think that at this moment, it's a good stopping point. We made an ally, even though it wasn't the initially vocalized expectation for the ally.
Well, I wouldn't call him an ally.
Yeah, we don't know about that one yet. We met some people.
Yeah.
We made an
True.
acquaintance.
Acquaintance. There you go.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. So,
An interesting acquaintance at that.
Oh, that's so cool. God, I forgot how cool the weapons are.
Well, a lot of them are in space, you know. No atmosphere to keep them warm.
Oh, that's so true. You're right. Why didn't I think of that?
But all right, y'all have a good one.
Everybody have a good night. And we will
Thank you
see
for joining
you.
us.
Let's see, not tomorrow, but Sunday.
Sunday.
Hopefully.
Sunday.
We should be.
Better be.
Yeah.
Sunday.
All right.
Can we just get a level so that way we can level up the narrative to tier 7? I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Or is she?
All right.
I mean, it's only a joke if it doesn't work.
I mean,
I'm kidding. Unless.
I guess it technically belonged. Technically, if the
It
crew,
belongs to that one lady.
yeah, if the narrative is not our ship but the other cruise ship, then it would go off their level, not our level.
And if it goes off their level, then it's a 20.
Yeah.
Their level's
I'm
20.
okay with that. I'm okay with that.
And there's a lot more options.
Yeah, we have a lot more thinking to do.
When the ship becomes more powerful than the crew.
Yeah, let me see.
Oh my
If I put
God.
in 20 here, it goes to that.
Oh my gosh. I like that.
Instead of
That's a good limit.
that.
Yeah.
What did you just do?
I changed the tier to
Uh-oh.
20 for a moment. So you can look at the build points.
I'm like 1,300.
Yeah, it bumped up to 1050.
Yep. That was fun. So yeah, it should be the cruise level, right? You know what? You're right. I shouldn't pilot the ship. I wouldn't want the job.
We'll just be
I mean,
passengers.
technically, you guys aren't piloting the ship. It's the cats that are still
Yeah, exactly.
piloting
The
the
crew.
ship.
The crew.
Yeah.
Exactly. We're not crew. We don't
You're
count
just
towards the tier of the ship.
you are like journeyman. You're learning your expertise and your positions.
You know,
Okay,
can you
now
just
to be clear,
imagine a brand new crew inheriting ship of an old crew, and it just magically downgrades in front of them?
Yeah.
oh my god, that would be so funny.
Yeah.
But to be clear though, are we considering the narrative to be our tier or the tier of the current crew? It is up to you.
I mean,
As
we're
the
not
DM.
doing combat, so it doesn't really
But we can
matter.
get there even faster. We can get all the coolest stuff. I like
Yeah, like we could get an
stuff.
expansion made for an additional power core.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not technically your ship. It's belongs to the cats. So I'd say go ahead
Oh,
and
I
bump
heard
it up and have fun with it.
you heard her. You heard her.
Okay, Merlin, have fun.
Yes. Oh boy.
Uh,
Can I upgrade the size of the ship too? Do I have permission to? Oh wait, no, because we have to do the mission quickly first. We can't just be like, all right, cool guys, let's get back in the ship. Whoop, 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 whoop.
All right, well. There.
All right, I'll do what I
Well,
can for
Yeah,
my
all the
recommend
little
you.
antics that we can get into.
Yeah.
I'd
Uh,
recommend using one of the expansion bays for a additional power core housing.
Well, how about this,
Otherwise, you-
Merlin? You go ahead and create the upgraded narrative.
Yeah, I'm gonna upgrade it to as much as I can.
So you get the tier
Oh,
20 with the full size
why
and
don't you make
all
a
the
copy
bells
of
and
the narrative
whistles.
real quick for him to work on?
okay, what was that again, Frank?
Um, you should probably make a copy of the narrative real quick for him to work on.
Yeah.
oh, that's a good point. And then I can work on the copy so that way the original isn't messed with until you guys are ready to make the changes.
Duplicate. There you go.
That was a very good idea.
There's the narrative and there's the narrative copy.
All right.
Sweet.
But anyways,
We have put
So
off long enough.
these are the hijinks that we get up to.
And this is why we haven't progressed farther than we have.
anyways, we'll catch y'all next time. Y'all have fun. Don't have to be good, just be good at it. All that stuff, and yeah.
By
Chaos.
the chaos raid.
Yep.
Yep. And we'll see you somewhere down those old dusty country roads.
Yep. The table will be back Sunday with riffs
Mm-hmm.
about noon Eastern.
Still using Sabbath Worlds.
Yes. Because I have not
Same
had
way
I have not had the capacity to get things set up and swapped over. I mean, you guys will definitely know when we swap, because yeah. And
Yeah, because it'll affect our characters.
yeah, and I'll make the announcement
Yeah.
to the general public when we start doing that process. So, all right, later.
Mine still needs to come up with the
Night.
catchphrase.
Night.